Good morning and welcome to your primetime news.
The news headlines on Gold FM.
Hero yet again sweeps the board at Platinum Excellence Awards. Domestic gas prices skyrocket. Water cuts shift from Paduka to Homagama. Government doctors issue ultimatum to minister amid crisis talks. Tuesday's Hormuz deadline looms. Trump admits to supplying guns to Iranian protesters. Bhuvneshwar Kumar makes IPL history.
The top story on Gold FM.
Hero Media Network reconfirmed its dominance as the most awarded media entity in the history of Sri Lankan award ceremonies during the Platinum Excellence Awards 2026 last evening. The network secured a staggering 40 awards at the prestigious event hosted at the City of Dreams Hotel in Colombo, which recognizes outstanding achievements in the media and business sectors. Hero TV was crowned the television channel of the year, while Hero News took home the award for Best News Broadcast of the Year, further solidifying the network's position as the leader in the local electronic media landscape. The network's success extended across radio and digital platforms, with Hero FM winning the award for the most popular radio station among listeners. Sister stations Sun FM, Gold FM, Shah FM and Suryan FM also received top honours for excellence in personality, entertainment and language-specific broadcasting. In the television category, Hero Star won Best Reality Programme, while Patakurullo was named the Best Teledrama. Individual excellence was also recognised, as Madhushan De Silva of Hero News won Best Television Presenter and Roshini Vijaysurya was named the Most Popular Media Personality. Hero's digital presence dominated the night, with its YouTube, Facebook and TikTok channels winning awards for influence and engagement alongside top rankings for its news and gossip websites. Hero Mega Blast series also received the award for Best Live Outdoor Event of the Year. The management expressed gratitude to their vast audience, stating that these accolades reflect the unwavering public trust that continues to elevate Hero Media Network to new heights in the Sri Lankan media industry.
This is the local news on Gold FM.
Litro Gas and Laughs Gas companies decided to increase prices with effect from last midnight. The refill price of a Litro 12.5 kilogram domestic gas cylinder rose by 775 rupees, bringing the new price to 4,765 rupees. The 5 kilogram cylinder increased by 308 rupees to a new price of 1,910 rupees, while the 2.3 kilogram cylinder rose by 140 rupees to 890 rupees. Laughs Gas also implemented significant hikes starting last night. The price of a Laughs 12.5 domestic gas cylinder increased by 1,070 rupees, with a new price set at 5,700 rupees. Additionally, the 5 kilogram cylinder price rose by 418 rupees, resulting in a new retail price of 2,280 rupees. The Ceylon Petroleum Corporation said that there will be no fuel price revisions during the upcoming festive season. This was said by Managing Director Mayura Nettikumarage, and in the interest of clarity, we refrain from dubbing his remarks.
පෞගේ දෙවෙනිදා ලංකාවට ළඟා වුණා ඩීසල් මෙට්‍රික් ටොන් 32000ක් සහ ඒවියේෂන් ෆුවල් මෙට්‍රික් ටොන් 5000ක් සහිතව නෞකා මේ වෙද්දි කොළඹ වරාය ගොඩබාමින් තියෙනවා 6-7 සහ 7-8 යන දින දෙකේ නැවතත් ඩීසල් රැගත් නෞකාවන් දෙකක් ලංකාවට සේන්දුවීමට නියමිතව තියෙනවා මේ මාසයේ මුල් සතිය තුල අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන සියලුම නෞකා මේ වෙද්දි ලංකාවට ළඟා වෙමින් තියෙනවා නැවතත් බොරතෙල් සැපයීමත් යථා තත්ත්වයට පත් වෙන ලකුණු අපිට දැක් ගන්න ලැබෙනවා ඒ අනුව ගත්තාම අපිට පස්වෙනි මාසයේ මැද දක්වාම කිසිදු හිඟයකින් තොරව තෙල් ලබා ගැනීමේ සංචිත තියෙනවා.
උත්සව සමය පැමිණෙන්නේ ජනතා බියෙන් පසු වෙනවා මේ තෙල් වල මිල වෙනස් වෙයිද කියලා.
එහෙම වෙනසක් කරන්න මේ වෙද්දි කිසිම බලාපොරොත්තුවක් නැහැ.
ලෝක වෙළඳපොලේ බොර තෙල් මිල යම් අඩුවීමක් වුණොත් ජනතාවට ඒ සහනය දෙන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවද?
අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තෙල් මිල අඩු වුණොත් එහෙම අපි වහාම නැවත මිල කැඳවුමක් කැඳවලා ඒ අඩු කරන් තමයි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ.
In the meantime, water management plans initiated by the National Water Supply and Drainage Board, which led to a 12-hour water cut in Padukka and surrounding areas, will conclude at 8 a.m. today. A separate 12-hour disruption will begin at 8 a.m. this morning for Homagama and its suburbs. Despite these local interruptions, Chairman Chandana Bandara confirmed that no water cuts will take place across the island from the 11th to the 14th of April. The Department of Meteorology reported that the sun will be directly overhead today in Beruwala, Gurulubadda, Rakwana, Godakavila, Udabalava and Tanamalvila. This natural phenomenon occurs as the sun appears to move northwards, remaining directly above Sri Lanka from yesterday until the 15th of April. Residents in these regions should expect peak solar intensity during the midday hours. The Government Medical Officers Association will meet this morning to decide whether to end their ongoing strike by 8 a.m. The union granted Health Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa a deadline until this morning to provide solutions regarding the controversial transfer process. Dr. Prabhat Sugatadasa, Secretary of the Association, stated that the industrial action remains a protest against the failure to implement a proper transfer system. Patients across the island face severe hardships as hospital services remain crippled by the walkout. Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa addressed the situation during a function in Bandaragam yesterday. In the interest of clarity, we have refrained from dubbing his remarks.
අසාධාරණ ලෙස අර වැඩ වර්ජනය කරන්න උවමනාවටම කරගෙන යනවා නම් තමයි ප්‍රශ්නේ පවතින්නේ. ආසන්න දිනවලදී වෛද්‍ය වැඩ වර්ජනය කැඳවන්නට හේතු වුණු පශ්චාත් සීමාවාසික වෛද්‍යවරුන්ට පත්වීම් ලබා දීම සම්බන්ධ ප්‍රශ්නය निराකරණය කරලා තියෙන්නේ. සිංහල සහ හින්දු අලුත් අවුරුද්ද පෙර ආතුව වෛද්‍යවරුන්ට තමන්ගේ ජීවිතේ පළමු පත්වීම ඒ නියමිත ස්ථානවල ලැබෙනවා.
Adding to the crisis, Government Health Service ambulance and transport drivers in the Central Province decided to launch their own strike starting today.
Now for some news in brief.
Chief Inspector Bandara Rajanayake of the Norwood Police confirmed that Navy divers from the Rangala Naval Base in Colombo Port recovered the body of a schoolboy from a deep section of the Silver Pool in the Keselgamu Oya yesterday following an extensive search after he disappeared while bathing.
The business news on Gold FM.
Oil prices opened significantly higher today following a weekend of escalating tensions between the United States and Iran. Brent crude futures rose over 2% to $111 a barrel, while the US West Texas Intermediate jumped nearly 3% to trade at $114 a barrel. The market spike follows a social media warning from President Donald Trump, who threatened to target Iranian power plants and bridges on Tuesday. The Sri Lanka Tea Board confirmed the suspension of the tea for oil barter mechanism with Iran to avoid exceeding a $250 million payment cap. Local authorities implemented the pause after records showed that $244 million worth of tea had already been shipped to settle fuel debts owed by the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation. Officials clarified that the decision predates the current Middle East conflict and serves as a financial safeguard until transit figures are fully reconciled. The agreement previously allowed Sri Lanka to settle outstanding oil debts by paying local tea exporters in rupees, while Iran received the equivalent value in produce. Service charges for all Lanka QR transactions up to 5,000 rupees are completely removed effective from today. The President's Media Division announced that President Anurakumara Dissanayake will officially launch the national project to popularize QR payments today. This initiative aims to allow small-scale traders to accept digital payments without incurring any additional costs.
International news on Gold FM.
US President Donald Trump set a Tuesday deadline for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz or face the total destruction of its national infrastructure. In a series of expletive-laden social media posts and interviews, the US leader warned that power plants and bridges across Iran will become targets if Tehran does not comply by 8 p.m. Washington time. Iranian officials have rejected the ultimatum as an incentive or in fact incitement to war crimes, vowing to defend their sovereignty and strike back at civilian targets across the Middle East. The threats come as Israeli airstrikes hit a Christian neighborhood in eastern Beirut, killing at least 3 people, including a local political leader. Medical sources in Lebanon report the total death toll from recent strike reached 8, with dozens of children among the wounded. Separate attacks on the Nar and Ain Sadeh districts reportedly left 8 dead and dozens more wounded, including several children. Meanwhile, Iranian missiles struck a residential building in Haifa, and retaliatory strikes continue to hit energy and water facilities across Kuwait and Bahrain. In the meantime, President Trump admitted for the first time that the US attempted to smuggle large quantities of firearms to Iranian protesters through Kurdish militias earlier this year, though he claims the Kurdish groups likely kept the weapons for themselves.
Entertainment news on Gold FM.
The Super Mario Galaxy movies set a new benchmark for 2026 with a domestic 5-day opening of $190 million. Universal and Nintendo's animated sequel also secured a global start of $372 million, marking the most successful debut for a Hollywood film this year. The strong performance pushed the total annual box office past the $2 billion milestone, ahead of the pace set in 2025.
Sports news on Gold FM.
Defending champions Royal Challengers Bengaluru secured a 43-run win against Chennai Super Kings after posting a massive 250 for 3 at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. Tim David smashed an unbeaten 70 off 25 deliveries, while Rajat Patidar contributed with 48 to help RCB record the highest total ever against CSK in the league. In response, Chennai's top order collapsed within 3 overs, eventually being dismissed for 207 despite a half-century from Sarfraz Khan. During the match, Bhuvneshwar Kumar claimed his 200th wicket, becoming the first fast bowler to reach the milestone in the tournament's history. And that's it for now. Do join us once more at 8:30 p.m. for your highlight. I'm Dhammika Kanaika. Bye for now.